At this time, we ask that you please turn your cell phones and other electronic devices to silent. Family members, friends, guests, welcome to the 2022 University of Wyoming Winter Commencement Ceremony. Founded in 1886 as a Morrill land-grant institution while Wyoming was still a territory, the University of Wyoming serves as a statewide resource for higher education of the highest quality. Rigorous scholarship, technology transfer, economic and community development, and responsible stewardship of our cultural, historical, and natural resources. Today's graduates represent a broad range of academic disciplines born from those traditions and ideals. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean Barbara Rasco, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. Under the leadership of Interim Dean Scott Turpin, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Arts and Sciences. Under the leadership of Dean Scott Moyer, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Business. Ladies and gentlemen, under the leadership of Dean Scott Thomas, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Education. Under the leadership of Executive Director Holly Kretka, please welcome candidates for graduation from the School of Energy Resources. Under the leadership of Dean Cameron Wright, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Engineering and Applied Science. Leadership of Dean John Kapowski, please welcome candidates for graduation from the Howard School of Environment and Natural Resources. Under the leadership of Dean Jacob Warren, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Health Sciences. Under the leadership of faculty member Lauren McLean, please welcome candidates for graduation from the College of Law. Under the leadership of Dr. Steve Barrett, Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, please welcome candidates for graduation from the Office of Academic Affairs. The Honors College is represented by Dean Peter Parolin. Honor Scholars are academically accomplished students from all majors at the university. These students are graduating with their respective colleges and schools. Under the leadership of Provost Kevin Carman, university faculty marshals today are Kuei Chen, PhD Chemistry, Dan McCoy, PhD Education, Tiger Robinson, PhD Music Education, along with Maya Williams, PhD Learning Design and Technology. Under the leadership of President Ed Seidel, stage party is led by Honorary Marshal Dr. Gerard Andrews, Professor of Microbiology, in recognition of his distinguished service to the university. The university mace, which is carried in by Dr. Andrews, is a symbol of presidential leadership and authority. It is crowned with a cap of flames, signifying knowledge and enlightenment. President Seidel, members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished guests, administrative leadership, members of the faculty, graduates, family, and friends, the 2022 University of Wyoming Winter Commencement Ceremony will now be in order. If you would stand at this time for the presentation of the colors by the University of Wyoming Army ROTC and the singing of our national anthem today by Soren Engstrom, a United States Army veteran and member of the University of Wyoming Contemporary Singers.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the ramparts we watched, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome the President of the University of Wyoming, Dr. Edward Seidel.
Well, good morning. Good morning. There you go. 4 years of college and, so good morning. Welcome to the University of Wyoming's 2022 Winter Commencement Ceremonies, and we are really pleased that you could be with us today. This celebration is the culmination of many years of hard work and performance by our students. Educating students at the undergraduate and graduate level is at the core of our mission as a land-grant and flagship university. As we prepare tomorrow's leaders, today we launch a very strong cohort of graduates who have a very bright future. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you and we wish you all the success in the world. Now I'd like to welcome to the stage Dr. Kevin Carman, Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, to introduce our honorary marshals.
Thank you, President Seidel. I'm honored to be here today to recognize these outstanding faculty. First, I'm pleased to recognize Dr. Jerry Andrews, PhD, Professor of Microbiology. In 1993, let me say a few words about him. In 1993, Dr. Andrews received his PhD in microbiology and immunology at Uniformed Services University of Health Sciences, Bethesda, Maryland. Prior to coming to UW, Dr. Andrews served in the U.S. Army, where he worked as a microbiologist and scientific program administrator, developing vaccines against bacterial disease against agents for the warfighter. After retiring in the rank of lieutenant colonel in 2004, Dr. Andrews pursued his second career as an assistant professor at the Department of Veterinary Sciences, where he began an active research program in bacterial diseases of domestic animals and wildlife. In 2011, he was promoted to associate professor and director of the UW Microbiology program. In addition to continuing research in the development of novel vaccines and diagnostics for brucellosis, he continued to pursue teaching numerous courses, his true passion. In 2013, he was awarded the Outstanding Educator of the Year by the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources. He also served as an instructor and block leader for the University of Wyoming Medical School program, otherwise known as WWAMI, for 18 years. During his tenure at UW, Dr. Andrews has accumulated over 2,000 classroom teaching hours, has mentored over 40 undergraduate and graduate students in his laboratory, and advised several hundred students as they pursue their goals of becoming biomedical scientists. Congratulations, Dr. Andrews. Although they were unable to attend today, we'd like to recognize two more honorary marshals. The first is Dr. Holly Ernest, PhD, Professor Emeritus in Wildlife Biology. During her career, Holly Ernest worked as a wildlife biologist, disease ecologist, research veterinarian, and professor who employed research tools of genomics, pathogen biology, and ecological sciences to answer questions of wildlife conservation and management importance. Dr. Ernest's focus was on applied research, teaching, mentoring, and service to answer questions and help solve problems to improve wildlife health in North America. Holly joined the University of Wyoming in 2014, following a career first as a veterinarian in the practice she founded in a small town near Rochester, New York in 1987. Then she sold the veterinary practice to start an academic career in wildlife ecology, disease, genetics, and conservation with PhD training at the University of California Davis Graduate Group in Ecology, where she began in 1993. Her UW team examined population health, diseases, ecology, and genomic diversity of species ranging from bighorn sheep, deer, elk, pronghorn, mountain lions, black bears, and otters to raptors and hummingbirds. Dr. Ernest's team collaborated with many people from a range of university, agency, and stakeholder groups who aim to further research and improve wildlife population health in the Rocky Mountain West, Wyoming, California, and beyond. Dr. Ernest also consulted for state, federal, and international agencies, served on the U.S. Federal National Institutes of Standards and Technology for Wildlife Forensic Genetics, is a member of the multi-agency Southern Sea Otter Reintroduction Science Working Group, and is serving on the Canada Biogenome Project, which is part of the International Earth Biogenome Project. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Ernest in absentia. Finally, I'd like to recognize Dr. Craig Binkman, PhD, Professor of Zoology and Physiology. Craig spent the last 18 and a half years at UW as a professor and Robert Berry Chair in Ecology in the Department of Zoology and Physiology. During this time, he taught several upper division and graduate courses and conducted research on the ecology and evolution of birds. He was also actively involved in securing funds and in the design of the Berry Center. While at UW, Dr. Binkman published over 60 papers, nearly all authored with him and with 15 graduate and undergraduate students and 3 postdocs that he mentored. His research has been recognized by multiple scientific societies. Craig received the E.O. Wilson Naturalist Award from the American Society of Naturalists, the William Brewster Memorial Award from the American Ornithological Society, and was elected as a Fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Sciences. These outstanding faculty have demonstrated a commitment to the university and our students that extends well beyond the classroom and scholarly activities. We thank them for all that they've done and continue to do to serve our great university. Please join me once again in recognizing all of these outstanding faculty. Mr. President.
Thank you, Provost Carmen. So we're very pleased to have two members of our Board of Trustees with us here this morning. I'd like to introduce them and thank them for their exemplary leadership that they provide to the university. Former Chairman Jeff Marsh and Trustee Michelle Sullivan. And it's now my pleasure to recognize those in the stage party who will not be introduced later in the program. I ask that they stand for introduction and that you hold your applause until all have been introduced. John Stark, President and CEO of the University of Wyoming Foundation. You can go ahead. And I'd like to recognize this morning's name readers, Ann Alexander, Vice President for Strategic Planning and Initiatives, and Mandy Gifford, Chief of Staff to the Provost, and finally, the announcement for this morning's ceremony from Wyoming Public Media, Patrick Gabriel. Please join me in giving them a warm round of applause. Now, I'd really like to thank our faculty for the excellent education and the dedication that they have given to our students. Faculty, would you please stand so we can thank you for the amazing and integral role you've played in these graduates' lives. Now, please be seated. And finally, I just want to take a second to give special recognition to families, friends, and loved ones of today's graduates who provided support and encouragement in so many ways. Graduates, would you please stand up, look around, and find your loved ones? Go ahead. Please join me in giving them a round of applause for their support. All right, well, thanks very much to you all. Now, to recognize our honor students, please welcome back to the podium the Provost and Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs, Kevin Carmen.
Thank you, Mr. President. Students who graduate from UW with honors are among our most academically persistent, gifted, and adventurous students. Not only do they earn high marks in their coursework, but they often have added much more to their academic plate by stepping forward to take advantage of study abroad opportunities, participating in rich and meaningful internships, holding leadership positions in student organizations, and working to serve their communities. They exemplify all that is best in UW students and their ambitions for the future. Students, if you are graduating with academic honors, summa cum laude, magna cum laude, or cum laude, please rise so we can congratulate you on this achievement. You may notice some repeats here, but if you are a member of Phi Beta Kappa, Phi Kappa Phi, a college or department-specific honor society, would you please stand up so we can recognize you for your accomplishments? Now I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Peter Parolin, Dean of the Honors College.
Graduates from the Honors College complete a rigorous interdisciplinary course of study, produce a significant independent research or creative capstone project, and receive a minor in honors on their transcript. Extensive opportunities for experiential learning, financially supported internships, and study abroad round out the Honors College experience. Throughout our graduation program, the symbol plus before a student's name indicates Honors College and signifies graduates who have accomplished all the requirements for the honors minor. Would all the graduates from the Honors College please stand so we can recognize your accomplishments? Now I welcome President Seidel back to the podium to introduce this morning's honorary degree recipient.
Graduates, families, trustees, faculty, staff, and friends, it is my honor to welcome you to the University of Wyoming's 2022 commencement ceremony and to introduce you to our commencement speaker, David Denniston. Since 2017, Dave has served as the head coach of UW's swimming and diving program and has led our cowboy and cowgirl swimmers and divers to many successes, including winning the 2018 Men's Western Athletic Conference Championship, the top 5 finishes in the Women's Mountain West Conference, and students qualifying for Olympic team trials. David himself is an accomplished swimmer, having competed in both the 2000 and 2004 Olympic trials, as well as qualifying for the 2003 World Championship team. In 2002, he won the world record for the 400-meter medley relay in Moscow. In 2008, Dave qualified for the U.S. Paralympic swimming team and competed in Beijing. These achievements are remarkable, but they're matched only by David's personal story of persevering in the face of a life-altering event. Dave was injured in a sledding accident in 2005, which left him paralyzed from the waist down. But even during the hardest days of his recovery, Dave never lost his love of swimming, nor his resolve to return to the pool. This tenacity led him to realizing his Olympic dreams and competing on the U.S. Paralympic swimming team in Beijing in 2008. I know he will share more of his story with you in his address, but know that Dave is an exemplar of our cowboy spirit of grit, determination, and authenticity. Dave's story of triumph in the face of adversity has earned him many recognitions, including the NCAA Inspiration Award, the Christopher and Dana Reeve Inspiration Award, and the James R. Flowers Coach of the Year Award. Earlier this week, I had the great pleasure of having dinner with Dave, and I just want to share with you my reflections on that dinner. He is truly an inspiring person with a great sense of humor, and I can't think of anyone better to send you off from UW to continue on your journey. So graduates, as you prepare for life after UW, you will invariably experience your own challenges and triumphs, but you and we can all, and we will all be inspired by Dave's incredible example of strength, perseverance, and resilience. So please help me welcome Dave Denniston.
Thank you. I get the special microphone. Thank you, President Seidel, the commencement speaker committee, and everyone that makes the University of Wyoming such a great place to work, grow, and learn. Graduates, today is your day, and for me to have the honor to speak with you is something that I do not take lightly and I hold with the utmost respect. However, I am not entirely sure how I ended up here. I like to think that the committee searched everywhere with no luck, and during their selection meeting, a computer was on in the background on the uwyo.edu page, and in the background, a replaying reel of "The World Needs More Cowboys" was going over and over and over. When someone said, "Hey, how about that guy doing pull-ups in the wheelchair? I'll bet he has some good things to say." All agreed, and I got a call from President Seidel, and so here I am speaking to you. It's not lost on me that more than a few of the intellectual elites that are sitting behind me are bristling at the fact that a coach from athletics is talking to you today at your graduation. I don't know if it really upsets them at all, but I have been told I have an uncanny resemblance to Professor X from the X-Men, so while that doesn't make me an actual professor, I do hope it counts for something. While I do have a college degree, I did not graduate from Wyoming. I've never held a political office, and I'm not a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I was, however, born in Sundance, Wyoming. I was raised by a coal miner and a preschool teacher in Campbell County, and I am the grandson of a zoology professor from this great institution. Like many of you, I am a cowboy. Graduates, congratulations. You made it. I'm of the humble opinion that some of the brightest, most intelligent, amazing people in the world graduate from the University of Wyoming. I'm not telling you that because I once dated someone that went to this school either. I'm telling you that because I'm married to a University of Wyoming graduate. Whoever you are today, you really have no idea what's in store for you in the future. Do you remember 4 or 5 years ago when you moved into Whitehall with some semblance of pride that you were living in the tallest building in the state, only to meet your roommate and find out that your vision of college was going to be drastically different from what you had imagined? You're probably still wondering why you had to share a room with the dirtiest person on your floor, who always left Domino's boxes on your bed, played video games all night, never did laundry, and snuck in alcohol. Or worse, you may still be asking why you were paired with a neat freak who was always cleaning and making your room smell like Clorox, went to bed every night at 10 o'clock, yelled at you whenever you ordered pizza, and ratted you out to the RA every time you brought a beer into the room. One of you's having the fun party tonight. Either way, it was probably one of the first challenges you faced as a college student. While you have learned and grown from the experience, it was not what you thought college was going to be. Alas, reality rarely plays out as we dream. And as you sit there in eager anticipation of your next steps in life, I can tell you that very little of what you have planned for your life will pan out the way that you currently envision it. 20 years ago at my graduation, I had ambitions of representing the United States in the Olympics for swimming, winning a gold medal, and spending the rest of my life as a motivational speaker. Scott Usher, a swimmer from Wyoming, earned that honor in my place by beating me at the Olympic trials. And so, while I was processing my disappointment of not competing in the Olympics, I decided to visit some friends here in Laramie and go sledding off of what can only be described as a cliff in the Snowy Range. During one run, I lost control of the sled, and I smashed my back against a tree, leaving me paralyzed from the waist down. That singular split second changed my life forever, and I firmly believe for the better. After 3 months recovering in the hospital and learning how to use my new body with assistive devices and wheelchairs, I decided the best thing for me to do was to go on a 7-day whitewater rafting trip through the Grand Canyon. My doctors disagreed, but I went anyway. On that trip, I swam in the Colorado River by my own choice and rekindled the freedom and connection I had with the water for most of my life. I kept swimming daily without the use of my legs, and eventually I was able to qualify for the Beijing Paralympic Games and represent the United States in swimming. From there, I went on to start my own motivational speaking company and eventually live happily ever after as a coach in Laramie, Wyoming. Those experiences were not how I planned them, but they became reality because of a few key choices I made that I will try to impart to you as 5 bits of wisdom. The first one: your attitude will make a world of difference. Horrible things are going to happen in your life, but you always have the power to decide how to react. In your time here, you've had to endure the loss of 3rd Street Pizza, Almanza's, Speed Goat, the Chuck Wagon, and a giant chessboard under a tent. I share this loss with all of you because I too was sad to see each one go. But in truly challenging times, I'm reminded of what one of my coaches, Jimmy Flowers, used to say to me. You can't always control the circumstances. However, you can control your attitude, your approach, and your response. Your options are to complain or to look ahead and figure out how to make each situation better. I realized after breaking my back that for most of my life, my attitude was what was actually paralyzed. With a paralyzed body, I made a conscious decision to work on looking for the positives in any situation and strive to find happiness. Make it a point to appreciate all that you have while you have it. My second point, if I can find it. Nope. We got it. All right. 2, embrace the power of the human spirit. Today you are getting a piece of paper that certifies that you do indeed have a brain, and it works. I think one of the greatest gifts we are given as a species is our brain. Take care of it. I also hope that while earning your degree, you've learned to look at every issue and every problem from multiple perspectives. I hope you have found that by having a face-to-face conversation with someone, you can accomplish 2 things. 1, you can find some kind of common ground. And 2, you gain a greater understanding of something you are passionate about from a different point of view. We are all human, and we all struggle with something in life. I'm fortunate because everyone can see my struggle. But what you come to realize is that most struggles are internal. When you realize that we all have something that holds us back or limits us in some way, we can start to connect and move forward together. I believe that people generally want the best for each other. On more than one occasion, I have watched some stranger I don't know run through traffic to come hold a door open for me. Please don't do that. I got it. Doors are easy. The biggest task in front of you, regardless of the degree you earned here today, is to bring people together. I encourage you to find a common ground with people, respect our unique differences, and most importantly, love each other. 3, master a skill. My nieces and nephews still cannot believe I can swim when I jump into a lake or a pool. People even ask me how I swim with my wheelchair. I don't, it stays on land. Mastering a skill is about much more than being an expert at something. The value lies in the process of mastering that skill. My father was a lumberjack cutting trees for Heggie Logging in the late 60s and early 70s. Last summer, at the age of 75, he used his 50-year-old Husqvarna to cut down a big, ugly, beetle-killed pine tree that very easily could have smashed our family cabin had it fallen over naturally. It was like watching Picasso in front of a canvas. He knew what he was doing. Each strategic movement he made had a purpose, and it was really fun to watch him cut down that tree. I wished I'd put a beer can where he had said the tree would fall, because that beer can would be smashed right now. My father is still a master with a chainsaw 50 years later. By trying to master something like writing, painting, a musical instrument, cooking, swimming, golf, a chainsaw, or whatever passion you pursue, what you really learn is how to fail and grow as a person. I know that for my father to have the confidence to take on that tree at 75 years old took several failures in his 20s. By mastering a skill, you also master failure. Once you get over the fear of failure and learn to embrace it as a tool, you gain the confidence to accomplish anything you want. Number 4, seek out heroes and mentors. Mentors will guide and support you through most of life's struggles. Do not be afraid to seek out mentors, and be ready to be a mentor if you are ever asked. I've been fortunate to have several great mentors in my life, but there is one person who is and will always be my hero, my grandmother. My grandma embodies the one thing everyone wants in this world: happiness. For years, I've tried to figure out how it is that she is so happy, and what I've discovered is that it comes down to 2 things. The first thing is self-discipline. My grandma limits the amount of time she watches television each day. She has a chore schedule she follows religiously, and moreover, she limits what she consumes, especially beer. She will only drink half a can of beer in a day, if at all. It took me a long time to understand why she did this, and at one point I even had to explain to her that in heaven there is no beer. That's why we drink it here. And when we're gone from here, all our friends will be drinking all our beer. To which she responded with a twinkle in her eye, "David, all my friends are gone. You can have my beer." I hope in some small way my grandma is your hero too. Because of her, the beer song was part of your commencement speech. My grandmother's second key to happiness: is to give back to the people around you. In her free time, my grandma crochets gorgeous blankets and then gives them to the local hospitals. There's a good chance that if you ever got a crocheted blanket from a hospital in Wyoming, my grandma made it. The key to happiness, according to my grandma, is to do what you know is best for you and give back to the people around you any way that you can. My last bit of wisdom is this: recognize the power of fear and hope. Fear and hope are two of the strongest emotions in the world. Fear will always hold you back. It will make you hesitate or not act at all. Fear is what keeps most people from doing the things they really want to do or from being the person that they want to be. I believe that George Adair was correct when he said, "Everything you have ever wanted is sitting on the other side of fear." Finding ways to overcome your fears will be a part of your life forever, and quite possibly one of the most rewarding. While fear can hold you back, hope can nudge you forward. Hope is an interesting concept that not a lot of people understand. I certainly don't. I do know that hope is empowering and can create so many opportunities for you. Do not underestimate the power of hope. Any circumstance, any situation, any challenge can change with even a little bit of hope. I believe that hope is always more powerful than fear. So no matter where life takes you, be bold in the face of fear and do all you can to hold on to hope. And I sincerely hope you've enjoyed listening to me today as much as I enjoyed talking to you. Congratulations and Godspeed, class of 2022.
Wow, that was truly inspiring. I watched you all taking that in and have to regain my composure myself, I think, but I learned a lot in that. Let me move on. On behalf of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association, this morning Jack Tennant will offer congratulations to our graduates as they transition from students to alumni. Jack is the Executive Director of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association. Please welcome Jack Tennant to the podium.
First off, thank you, President Seidel, Coach, Deans, Vice Presidents, for allowing the Alumni Association to be a part of this special day. And to the 2022 graduates, congratulations on behalf of the University of Wyoming Alumni Association from earning your degree from the University of Wyoming and becoming an alum. So as President Seidel mentioned, I'm Jack Tennant, and I'm the Executive Director of the Alumni Association, and I'm a 2010 graduate of the University of Wyoming, and believe it or not, I remember sitting right there in those seats, and the last thing on my mind was thinking about what it meant to become an alum. Well, I'll leave you with a couple thoughts. The University of Wyoming Alumni Association and all 130,000 alumni will be here for you whenever and wherever you need us. Becoming an alum means you all, because of the hard work that you've put in over the last few years, will always have a home right here at the University of Wyoming. We couldn't be more proud to welcome you to the alumni family. You may think there's some special moment crossing the stage here that you become an alum, but really, you've been working at it for quite some time. All those classes, all those late nights studying and socializing, all those walks into the wind, always into the wind, across Prexy's pasture. The whole time you've been getting closer and closer. The last thing being an alum means is that you will always be a cowboy, and there's nothing anyone can do to take that away from you. So now, if you wouldn't mind joining me in a little audience participation, I'm gonna pull out my phone here, and we're gonna take a little selfie video. If you could join me on saying "Go Pokes" on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Pokes.
Thank you, Jack. Graduates, I encourage you to really think about what Jack said. Stay involved with the Alumni Association. Stay connected to the university as you begin the next chapter in your lives. You're always welcome back to campus. So now it's my pleasure to invite Dr. Cameron Wright, Dean of the College of Engineering and Applied Science and Physical Science, to the podium to introduce this morning's student speaker.
Thank you, President Seidel. Good morning. Most of you know that selecting a student speaker for our university commencement ceremony is taken very seriously and is an involved process. Nominations are sent in from all over the university. Recommendations are reviewed, interviews are conducted, and finally, one student is selected. Today, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our student commencement speaker, Elizabeth Erickson, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Mechanical Engineering and a minor in Biology. A little bit about Elizabeth. In addition to excelling in academics, Elizabeth works for a startup company started by one of our professors. She's worked for the last couple of years in the Dean's office in the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, helping with our facilities manager. She's been hired by General Motors following her graduation for a very competitive engineering position. Now, she has many hobbies. Among them are weightlifting, ping pong, volleyball, basketball, tennis, pickleball, bowling, and biking. And she likes to dip lemon wedges in ranch dressing and eat them. People who know her best tells me she always makes them feel very comfortable around her and that she's really, really good at everything she does. I'm looking forward to hearing what she has to share with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, Elizabeth Erickson.
Thank you, Dean Wright. That was a great summation. It is an incredible honor to speak today. Crafting this speech has been an opportunity to look back on the past 4.5 years a little more deeply than I would have otherwise, and I'm very glad for it. Looking back, it's interesting what I now consider to be the most important aspects of my college career and what has very little significance but felt so important at the time. The truth is, we have done very many meaningless things over the past 4 or 5 years. We have put in a great amount of effort and time doing things that may no longer have any meaning to us going forward. But does this mean we have spent our time here only doing meaningless work and pointless tasks? No, of course not. We came here to get a degree, and now we're walking away with diplomas to prove we earned that. It's true. Society has determined the greatest award you receive from university is the degree, whether it's a bachelor's, master's, or PhD. However, I believe all of us graduating today, along with those who have walked before us, know it isn't merely the degree inscribed on your diploma that has value. It is also the perseverance you have proven. It is the integrity you have displayed. It is the growth of your character you have endured. Our diplomas aren't just very expensive pieces of paper, as we sometimes joke. For those of us graduating, we have conquered a daunting opportunity, and our diplomas are achievement of courage and hard work. Everything that we have put in to get here today has changed us for the better. I'm sure of it. We have achieved something truly meaningful that we now have the opportunity to take with us into the world to impact those around us. For me, the 3 most significant outcomes of the college experience are the assimilation of knowledge, the relationships we have built, and the growth of our character. I am grateful for the opportunity to have studied at a school with an amazing network of staff and faculty members. I love what I have learned here, and we can all be confident in going out to work in the world using the tools we have been given and honed. There are many professors who have set a high standard for all the key characteristics of a successful professional. Nonetheless, the relationships we have made are what has given this whole experience meaning. Friends have come and gone, and some have stayed. each one helping us to grow either as friends or students, and some helping us to realize self-confidence while never becoming complacent. Thinking back to what I was like as an incoming freshman sort of makes me chuckle. I think at that point I still hid behind my mom when talking to strangers, and I avoided uncomfortable situations like public speaking at all costs. We would not have become who we are today if it weren't for the people in our lives. I am very proud of the person I have become, and I hope each of you are proud of yourselves too. However, our growth doesn't end here. We continue to learn throughout our careers and develop our personalities to fit our lives. A high school teacher of mine liked to tell a narrative to encourage us to be better. I'm sure we've all had this experience. It goes like this. Imagine you walk into a public restroom, minding your own business, ready to do your business. You open the stall door, and quicker than you went in there, you back out of there. Horrified and disgusted, borderline offended at what was left in the toilet by someone before you. Your instinct is probably to just move on to the next available clean stall. That's fair. I'm sure we've all done it. But wait, why not be the person to just flush the toilet? What's the harm in holding your breath for a second, stretching out far enough to hit the handle and flush it down? The point of the story is to challenge us to be the person that betters the situation, whatever it is, rather than leaving it for the next person to find. In doing this again and again, we become less burdened by taking initiative. We no longer feel it's a waste of time to do simple tasks that will make someone else's day better, whether they know it or not, and whether we get credit for it or not. The truth is, you don't have to use your degree to change the world. But I hope each one strives to make it better by doing simple, yet sometimes uncomfortable tasks for others. Now you're probably thinking, great, I got a college degree and now I'm ready to go flush toilets. Yes, but there's more to it. We now have an opportunity to use our education and unique personalities to solve problems in the communities we will call home. There are many extraordinary people who have solved complex technical, social, and economic problems throughout history. If you simply Google important people, you'll see a list of 50 of these people deemed to be significant in history for solving grand challenges. I'll bet many of you have at least heard of most of the people on the list. However, if you then take one name on the list and Google their mentor, for example, Leonardo da Vinci's mentor or Winston Churchill's mentor, you'll quickly compile a list of names you have probably never heard. This is to say that behind every great person, there is someone you haven't heard of who helped shape them. Certainly, each of these unfamiliar mentors couldn't have known their student would go on to be one of the most influential people in world history. In the moment, you can't know the impact you will have on someone's future. We must use our well-rounded education and refined character to strive to help one another selflessly. If life ever feels meaningless, it's because we do a lot of meaningless things that society considers important. The good news is, life has meaning when we build relationships, when we show up for others. You achieve something by giving yourself to it, as we have done with our schoolwork. Graduating is a major accomplishment, but it isn't the last or probably even the greatest thing you will achieve. Live life purposefully, focusing on the people near you while keeping in mind those who are distant. In doing so, we will all do great things. Thank you.
Thanks, Elizabeth, for your reflection on your time at the university, and congrats again on being selected as the student speaker. So I'd like to take a moment now to invite the chair of the Faculty Senate, Professor Renee LeGreed, to the podium to present the candidates for degrees.
Hello. Graduates, as Chair of Faculty Senate, I'd like to take a moment to congratulate all of you on your achievement today. President Seidel, the students listed in the commencement program and gathered here for this ceremony are eligible to receive bachelor's, master's, or doctoral degrees upon satisfactory completion of the degree requirements. On behalf of the faculty at the University of Wyoming, I am proud to present these candidates to you for the conferring of these degrees in the respective fields of studies.
Okay, we're getting there. So thank you, Dr. Legreed, for presenting this winter class of 2022 on behalf of the university faculty. With that, I'd like to request that our graduates present themselves on the stage, not all at once, by college or school, and we begin with the College of Agricultural and Natural Resources.
President Seidel and trustees, as the Dean of the College of Agriculture and Natural Resources, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Doctorate of Animal and Veterinary Science, Dr. Clara Ritchie. Doctorate of Rangeland Ecology and Watershed Management, Dr. Abigail Jo Rogers. You're right. Masters of Rangeland Ecology and Watershed Management, Nathan Michael Wade. Masters of Family and Consumer Science, Aisha Siddiqa. Paige Morgan Parrish. Allison Marie Ingalls. Kenzie Nicole Morris. Natalie Marie Finnerty. Jordan Mackenzie Johnson. Justice Blaine Miller. Carly Rumbeck. McKenna Carnahan. Michaela Suter. Josie Pomrenke. Lena Gard. Charles McKenna. Paul Antonio Leonardo IV. Jillian Richmond. Tegan Leofo. Frank Rue. Keaton Joseph Weismiller. Marissa Lira. Michael McCaffrey. Isaiah Lacey. Mindy Timberman. Ashley Nicole Taylor. Kiefer McElmore. Ian Bird.
President Seidel and trustees, as interim dean of the College of Arts and Sciences, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates for the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Dr. Barta Saha. Joshua Bird. Jonathan Ciccarelli. Nicholas Case. Frederick Slane. Drake Adkins. Catherine Bradfish. Miranda Perry. David James. Maya Hilke. Mariah Rubin. McKenna Engelker. Michael Pieper. Keaton Lovato Hegdahl. Alexandra Dawes. Noah Bell. Ashley McManus. Bernadette Aguirre. Ava Salazar. Cody Chancellor. Lisa Hoffman. Riley Baker. Madeline Collins. Kylie McConnell. Allison Goodpaster. Cora Neal. Abigail Devine. Aaron Symes. Bethany Williams. Noah Watanabe. Christian Danielle Carr Soles. Sean Gremp. Hannah Walton. Thomas Mead. Seth Dalton. Colden Church. Joseph Sabo. Alexander Kisaneres. Caitlin Ruiz. Caleb Freeberg. Ainsley Carson. Samantha Shongxing Smith. Beknazar Alikulov. Noah Engel Carty. Darby McMartin. Andrew Daly. Alexander Allison. Tyler Greenfield. Ryan Hamill. Taylin Sewell. Caitlin Searle. Tyler Trissell. Haley McCain. Sierra Burley. Jennifer Carrillo. Melanie Kaler Davison. Kennedy Despain. Caitlin Williams. Lindy McCowan. Bailey Elizabeth Anderson. Chantel Hillius. Jagger Evans. Carlos Garcia. Jacob Rastatter. Penelope Siglock. Thomas Sims. Camille Foster. Andrea Olola. Anne Marie Stevens. Caitlin Sharp. Jesse McClellan Hawk. Kai Hardy Ritchie. Sean Tyler Bang. Haley Shepard. Hayden Erickson. Austin Groman. Logan Tyler Smith. Kayla Dable. Amanda Leiden. Leah Tao Bergman. Emily Grace Peel. Kaya Von Berg. Sarah Cupertino. Devin Gerhardt. Mercedes Cassidy. Patrick Arner. Kylie Kolkman. Caitlin Kinder. Abby Warlin. Abigail Cisneros. Devin Lagois. Alexandra J. Joshua Gallardo. Austin Handley. Spencer Travis. William Wimley. Sarah Williams. Emma Comstock. Kayla Erickson. Mackenzie Thomas. Jody Gallagher. Tila McNary. Sophia Carroll. Caitlin Hogan. Samantha Wiesaw. Lindsay Lara Navarez. Joanna Stark. Andrew Steffen. Jacob Hozempa. Rebecca Lovell.
President Seidel and trustees, as the Dean of the College of Business, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Connor Holden. Shannon Halad. Upama Tampa. Sydney Bollinger. Austin Shields. Connor Beeston. Jonathan McDonald. Nicole Costigan. Tanya Milanovic. Megan Harrington. Justin Gorman. Ridge Linen. Nathan Rogers. Leanne Hazard. Spencer Stevens. Spencer Nordgren. Latrell Maurice Bible. Bryn Adela Cedar. Emily Jeanette Fitchie. Taylor Kraut. Logan Aborhu. Sharon Magnani. Sage Nicola Walton. Paige Ashley Morris. Stephen Lovato. Taylor Malm. Changmin Chung. Matthew Veit. Jasmine Desiree Hopkin. Holly Brighton. Mason Baum. Luke Wilson. Albert Steiner. Shane Forey. Garrett Keller. Daniel Dickens. Heidi Eckert. Daryl E. Bell, Sr. Jaden Lopez. Sydney Christina Miller. Jack Ikas. Kaylee Pollard. Megan Burns. Abigail Alcorn. Taryn DeMalin. Samantha Espinoza. Sonny McDonald. Sean Patrick Donovan. Taylor Rogers. Brianna Shalafor. Benjamin McNair. Oh my gosh. Woo! Ryan Jorgensen. Nicole Farner. Emily Anderson. Cooper Walsh. Benjamin Jasek. Raphael Ozan Homer. Anna Elizabeth Larson. Trayton Welsh. Brady Tosh. Dawson Miesler. Macy Jackson. Zachary Jewell. Peyton Purviance. Madison Mackenzie Mead. Lindsay April Ruiz. Catherine Irene Lowers. Taylor Lee. Elizabeth Standish. Zaxi Wang. Shelame Olson. Julia Ann Cox. Gabrielle Marie Montes. Cassie Hunsaker. Chance Morgan. Hunter Rodman. Braden Rondinelli. Frederick Lewandowski. Leonie Ada. Jacqueline Hope Brennan. Nikolai Bannert. Jared Sturkle. Clayton Ostermiller. Nash Harper Monty. Cameron Fancher. Maddie Mae Seals. Alexander Lo Wang.
President Seidel and trustees, as Dean of the College of Education, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the College of Education to make their way to the stage for recognition. Look sharp, graduates.
Dr. Johannes Adido. Dr. Carla Matute. Dr. Libni Berenice Castellon Gonzalez. Dr. Amy Catherine Castle. Dr. Kelly Hawkinson. Dr. Ola Radawi. Danielle Mitchell. Amy Cass. Antonia Rene Valdez. Sasha Lynn Stellern. Janice Yellowplume Goggles. Thaddeus Owen Rigby. Wade Stephen Musso. Bryson Ingerbretson. Claire Moran. Juliana Miner. Skaya Legursky. Madison Taylor Winder. Hannah Marie Dempsey. Hayden Higgins. Kelsey Smith. Cassidy Marin Hager. Madison Lee Colby. Kendall Marcella Bowdish. Hola Webb. Macy Edmonds. Taylor Widdison. Cassandra Smith. Ashley Santora. Lillian Fish.
President Seidel and trustees, as Executive Director of the School of Energy Resources, it is my privilege to ask the candidate from the school to make his way to the stage for recognition.
Austin Moon.
President Seidel and trustees, it is my honor and privilege to ask the degree candidates from the College of Engineering and Applied Science to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Dr. Marcus Brown. Dr. Matthew Brown. Dr. Alexandra Howell. Dr. Jindi Sun. Dr. Tilsa Aryani. Dr. Mustafa Sharaf Aldin. Dr. Ahmed Safan Nassar Zankur. Dr. Benjamin Fusu Sa. Ala Alcazandar. Harrison Rademacher. John Anor. Amanda Lynn Parsons. Allison Marie Davis. Michael Reed. Darren Sieb. Marshall Hagenstaller. Landon Fuller. Elena Solner. Corey Kistner. Marcus Garcia. Ty Beck. Marco Machado. Evan Lake. Jay Matter. Elizabeth Erickson. Riley Jones. Sean Mendick. Forrest Kingsbury Buchholz. Octavio Vasquez. Eduardo Collins Zarate. Ismael Jimenez. Ephraim Shebenak Agu. Brett Ashley Jean Page. Shannon Kenny. Mechi Shi. Brendan Lapp. Nicholas Nelson. Cameron Ashley Lancott. Connor Wilkinson. Alexander Kalan. Brian Sifford. Jaden Hopkins. Hannah Van Dusen. Elizabeth Landry. Angel Portillo. Connor John Zydek. Nicholas Meyer. Abdullah Sahad Asabe. Bader Mohammed Amuttari. Abdulaziz Farad Alanezi. Cody Hume. Mariah Lee Moore. William Frost. Tegan Sweckert. William Brandt. Jarek Brown. Matthew Baker.
President Seidel, trustees, as Dean of the Hobbs School of Environment and Natural Resources, it is my pleasure to ask the candidates for the degree
to make their way to the stage.
Gwendolyn Cameron. Sky Bensel. Abigail Matthias. Helena Bryant. Seth Kemp. Kyler Muffett. Cooper Reisbeck. Caitlin Mae Duffy. Alexis Joya. Luke Wiedemann. Tiana Edison. Taylor Davis.
President Seidel and trustees, as Dean of the College of Health Sciences, it is my privilege to ask the degree candidates from the college to make their way to the stage for recognition.
Fawn Tafoya. Abby Munoz. Cassandra Mullins. Danielle Marie Kennedy. Christy Marie Wilson. Jessica Ann Rubidoux. Anastasia Baker. Cheryl Rogers. Ivan Olson. Amy Wigg. Jamie Lovato. Rory Pedri. Kimberly Kessler. Rachel Eberstein. Kathleen O'Donnell. Amanda Marie Pontillo. Marie Parker. Anna Detterman. Alyssa Ripto. Clara Renken. Alyssa Onganko. Mariah Barstow. Dylan Brewer. Alexander Dallas Detmers. Hunter Bradshaw. Joshua Poston. Bailey Lasco. Hunter Jeffries. Bailey Wilson. Aubrey Whitman. Sydney Ashton Shannon. Camry Peterson. Zoe Stone. Berlin Danielle Nelson. Kendall Lee Coy. Halen Cordova. Haley Monique Harris. Chris Wilhelm.
President Seidel and trustees, as a faculty member of the College of Law, it is my great privilege to ask the degree candidate from the College of Law to make his way to the stage for recognition. Thank you.
Gage Allen Clausen.
President Seidel and trustees, as Vice Provost for Undergraduate Education, it's my privilege to ask the degree candidate from Academic Affairs to please make their way to the stage for recognition.
Stacy Lynn Marsh.
Let's see. Now. Just a moment while I find my place in the program here. All right. Oh, okay. It's your turn, right? Okay. There are a lot of pages in here, so all right. I think I got it now. So, I am pleased to finally invite the Board of Trustees' former chair, Jeff Marsh, to the podium to authorize the conferral of degrees.
Well, if we need this authorization, I guess you need me to be here to do this. So that's a good deal. But first of all, congratulations to all of you graduates. Thank you for choosing the University of Wyoming, and go Pokes. I really, on behalf of the trustees, we greatly appreciate your willingness to choose the University of Wyoming and come back as an alum. I do have to make one remark. And Dave and Elizabeth, I've been doing this now 12 years. Those are two of the best speeches I've ever heard for graduation. Thank you very much. Dr. LeGreed and I commented, I said it was just enjoyable, humorous, sincere, and heartfelt. Thank you again. Under the laws of the state of Wyoming, and as a member and authorized representative of the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby delegate President Edward Seidel the authority to confer the applicable decrees at this commencement ceremony. President Seidel.
Okay, we are almost there, the moment you're really waiting for. So thank you, former Chair Marsh. Graduates, we've come to that essential moment in this ceremony, so please stand. All right. By virtue of the authority delegated to me by the University of Wyoming Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon each of you the degree of your chosen field of study upon satisfactory completion of degree requirements, the fine print, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Now, if you've not already done so, I invite you to now move the tassel on your cap from the right to the left side, signifying that you are now officially graduates of the University of Wyoming. Stand, everyone stand and congratulate our graduates. It is the best day of the year, I must say. So I want to just thank everybody again for coming, and congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Now, our next three speakers, no, actually, we're done. We got inspiration from Coach Dave and Elizabeth, for sure, as Trustee Marsh mentioned. It's been a pleasure on behalf of the university. We'd like to thank all of the organizational team, all the people behind the scenes for putting this together and making it a great winter commencement ceremony. So let's thank them. And with that, the University of Wyoming 2022 Winter Commencement Ceremony is now adjourned. Would you please remain at your seats while the stage party and faculty exit? After the recessional, you're invited to find your student, family, and guest. Congratulations, graduates!